Hi everyone, it's Easter Sunday, so happy Easter. I hope you've had a great day and not eaten as much chocolate as I have. Not enough though that I can't eat this giant plate of food. So for tonight's dinner we've got slow cooker pot roast. I added some carrots and parsnips in there with some seasonings and beef stock, and then once it was all done I took everything out and thickened the juices with some corn flour to make gravy. And I've just served that with a side of peas and some leftover mash that I had in the freezer and a couple of Yorkshire puddings. My son, the oldest, is having mac and cheese. We've never tried this brand before, so I hope he likes it. And yes, it is that orange in real life. It is super cheesy and bionic cheese. And my daughter asked if she could have a little bit on the side of hers as well to try. That's the baby's, my husband's in the middle, and then mine on the left. And then I've made a pecan or pecan pie, however you want to say it, for a dessert. A little close up there. I used the Pioneer Woman's recipe. Extremely easy. Took me probably 10 minutes to put it together. The only issue I had with it is that it stated a full cooking time of 50 minutes and I left it in for about another half an hour. I did recheck the recipe to make sure I had the right temperature, and it did say at the bottom in a little note that it can sometimes take that extra 25 minutes. So that's just what happened to mine, but it's come out really well. Nothing's burnt, it's not overcooked at all, and it is delicious. So I would definitely recommend that recipe. It is super sweet though, but if you like a sweet dessert and you love pecan nuts, then it's a winner. Of course, I'll probably add some ice cream or cream just to make it even worse, but hey ho, it's Easter. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. And like I said, don't eat too much chocolate. Bye. Hi everyone, welcome back for another week of meals. Tonight's dinner is chorizo and pepper pasta. I didn't follow any particular recipe. I just looked at about 3 different ones on Google. They're all pretty much the same thing. So I winged it on the night. I added 200 grams of chorizo, which I just sliced, but I think maybe next time I might chop it a little bit finer, with a bunch of seasonings, garlic, onion, salt and pepper, some Italian herbs, some tinned tomatoes and a sliced red pepper. And then once that had finished cooking, I added about 200 mils of cream into the sauce and then just topped it with a little bit of parmesan at the end. Give you a little close up of mine. Don't know if you can see that there. The lighting is horrific, even though it's lovely and sunny outside. My kitchen is like a cave. So that's mine at the front, the baby's in the middle, my husband's, and then my daughter's and my son's on the right, minus the peppers. I had a quick little sneaky taste of the sauce and it was really nice. It's quite rich, so it's not something I think I'd have, you know, weekly or even every other week. But it's definitely nice for a change. We've never had it before, so I'm hoping it goes down a treat. I'll let you know tomorrow if everyone enjoyed it. And if I remember, I'll try and link one of the recipes below. I know there was one on BBC Good Food, so perhaps I'll pop that one below if you want to check it out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hi everyone, so tonight's dinner, I think it's Tuesday today. Does anyone else have no idea what day it is? Or is it just me? I think it must be all of us. Anyway, tonight's dinner is a ham and pea risotto. I used a recipe from bbcgoodfood.com. I cooked a 1.3 kilo gammon joint in the slow cooker first, and then I shredded that and put half in this recipe and kept the other half for another recipe or for sandwiches, whatever. The only thing I changed with their recipe was that it called for 3 tablespoons of mascarpone cheese. I'm not going to buy a tub of mascarpone just for 3 tablespoons because the rest of it will literally end up in the bin. So I just used some light Philadelphia cheese. It tastes perfectly fine. I did add a little bit of parmesan crumbled on the top as well. As you can see, there's plenty of ham in there. You don't need to use any more than I did. And it made tons. I mean, that's mine. My husband's is huge at the back. My son's minus the peas, the baby's, and my daughter's there on the right. And my husband has already had some, I'd say probably about that much already earlier. So it does make a lot of food. The one thing I will say is I had a quick taste of it because we've never used this recipe before, and it is quite salty, so I wouldn't add any extra salt to it yourself. And maybe next time I'll use perhaps a little bit watered down stock rather than the 2 stock pots that I needed to make the 1.4 litres that went into it, because it is very, very salty, and the only thing that's made it salty is the stock and the ham. So you could also boil your ham to remove some of the salt, so perhaps it's because I did it in the slow cooker, I've got no idea. Anyway, it does taste nice, but like I said, it is quite salty, so I don't think I could eat a huge portion of this, but it's still tasty nonetheless. And I'll see, I was going to say I'll see you tomorrow, but I did say yesterday that I would update you on what the risotto pasta was like, and that was really nice. Rich, but really nice, so definitely give that recipe a try if it's something that you're interested in. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hi everyone, so another little bonus clip here. Made some bacon and egg, bacon and cheese I should say, obviously egg, quiche. My husband's already been into this one, as you can tell. I've just made these for his lunches or breakfast for the week because he's back in work now. And he gets up really early in the morning. So there's a little cross section there, you can see all the bacon inside. The original recipe for this is from Pillsbury.com. I do tweak it slightly for myself though. I did film a cook with me for the quiche recipe. I don't know if it'll ever see the light of day though, because it was a little bit of a disaster. I'm not used to filming myself at all, so filming a cook with me was challenging to say the least. But anyway, check out their recipe on Pillsbury. It's just under bacon and cheese. I'll try and link it below if I can find it. And I'll see you guys later for dinner. Bye. Hi everyone, so tonight's dinner is Sloppy Joe's. I'm using some leftover burger and hot dog buns from a previous meal, so we've got a bit of a mix-up of buns there. I don't know if you know what a Sloppy Joe is. It's not that common here in the UK. It's more of an American dish, but it's basically, to me, it's a cross between a burger and a chili. It's the closest thing I can compare it to. I've left one of mine open there, if you just sort of see the mix. I think traditionally they're a little bit runnier than that, but I just find it too messy with the kids. So I've just done the 12% pork mince with passata, mustard, some chili, not chili paste, chipotle chili paste. Gives a nice smoky sort of flavour. There's some paprika, garlic, onion. Chuck some oregano in there. The first time I made them, I did actually look at a recipe, and now I just throw things together and taste it, and if it's fine, it's fine. I'm trying to think. I did put yellow peppers. I sort of whizzed up some yellow peppers into the sauce so that my oldest wouldn't know they were in there. So I got my husband's on the left there. He's got 3 with cheese and lettuce and pickles. Mine at the front with just cheese and lettuce. My daughter's got 1. She asked if she could have a side of cucumber and tomato with hers. And my oldest there, he asked for mayonnaise and cheese on his. It's a little bit spicy, so I've given the baby some of the quiche that I showed you in the last clip, because I made that earlier. So he's going to eat that with a side of cucumber. We'll be back again tomorrow. Hi everyone, so tonight's recipe is from delish.com. It's a slow cooker garlic and parmesan chicken with potatoes. It uses chicken thighs, so it's a really cost effective recipe if you're struggling with a budget at the moment but still want something that's quite tasty. The rest of the ingredients are just supposed to be mini potatoes. Obviously you could just use normal potatoes and cut them up. And then some store covered items such as oil and garlic, salt and pepper, some butter, and then the worst bit, or the most expensive bit I should say, is the parmesan cheese, but obviously you could leave that out if you don't have it in your budget to purchase. So I'll show you a little close up. I'll show you mine at the front here. I've done some honey roasted carrots just to go with it. So there's the chicken. I know it all kind of looks the same. And the potatoes with a little bit of extra parmesan crumbled on top at the end. Pick it up out to the shadow. So, I mean, it looks pretty good. So as I said, that's mine. My husband's is there. My daughter's in the back. My son's, you guessed it, with waffles. And then the baby's at the front. I know some of you are probably thinking, why don't I just force him to eat the same thing as us? But to be honest, this has been going on since he was about 2.5. He's got major sort of texture issues. That's the thing that kicked it off. And I'm just not up for fighting about it anymore. I try and hide veg and things if I can. If I can't, I just let him eat what he wants to eat. It caused so much frustration and so many arguments over the years, you know, crying, shouting matches, people being sent to bed, people being sick. It's just not worth it. So that's why I let him get away with it. I'm hoping that if I keep exposing him to the meals that we're having, that maybe one day when he's older, he'll think, oh, I'll give that a go, or my mum used to make that, I'll give it another try. You know, who knows, fingers crossed, innit? So that's our dinner for tonight, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye guys. Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. So tonight we've got egg fried rice with Chinese chicken curry. For the rice, I just boiled 2 cups of white rice until it had, you know, a bit of a bite left to it. You don't want to overcook it. And then I fried some ginger, Chinese 5-spice, a little bit of chili flakes, garlic, salt and pepper in some sesame oil, added the rice in, added some egg, and then some soy sauce just to finish it off. And then for the chicken curry, it's just chicken breast, peas and onions, and some of this Mayflower Chinese curry sauce. Each box makes around 3 curries, I think, and it's only 99 pence in Home Bargains and BM Bargains. I'm not sure if you can get it anywhere else. The children decided they didn't want the curry tonight, and it's a little bit spicy for the baby, so he's just got the rice and I've added some peas into his. My oldest, just the plain rice, and then my daughter's also got peas added. And then my husband's at the back there on the left, and mine there. So a little fake away for a Friday night. So I'll see you all tomorrow for our last meal of the week. I'm not really sure what I'm going to make. I'm supposed to be going food shopping in the morning, so we'll see what I come back with. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Bye. So it's the weekend and it's our last meal of this week, and we decided to have a fake away. I've been obsessively watching Disney vlogs all week. I think our Disneyland Paris trip at the end of this year is going to be cancelled, so I'm trying to convince my hubby to go to Florida in a couple of years instead, once everything calms down. So because of that, I was inspired to look up a recipe for Panda Express orange chicken. It wasn't on the meal plan, but I had all of the ingredients in my store cupboard. It looks like a lot when you first look at the recipe, but it's really not that difficult at all. It was a little bit time consuming cooking all this chicken. I wanted to show you the chicken, sorry I should have said, it's not finished. I wanted to show you the chicken before I put it into the sauce just so you could see it, what it looks like when it comes out of the oil. Pick up a little piece there for you. Lovely crispy chicken. It's a little bit time consuming frying all this chicken because I was doing probably about 10 pieces at a time, and they cook for about 6 minutes in the oil. So I think I did 6 or 7 batches, so between 30 and 40 minutes it took me to cook it all. Obviously, you know, you could spend that long cooking any dinner, but it's just the fact that you've got to stand there and watch it all the time was the time consuming part. But I did manage to do all my dishes while it was cooking, so that's one bonus. So I'll throw all this in the sauce now. The children tasted the sauce earlier and it's a little bit too savoury if they like it, and it's got quite a bit of vinegar in it, so it's a little bit tangy for them. They're going to have theirs plain with rice, and then me and my husband, and I might give it to the baby as well, we'll have it with the sauce. Perhaps I'll give the baby some plain ones as well. So I'll come back once I've dished it all up and show you what it looks like. Okay, so here it is all dished up. Got my husband's in the back, mine at the front, the 2 older children. I gave my daughter 5 pieces and my son 6. And then the baby, I've given him 2 small ones with sauce and 2 small ones without, so he can give it a go. I will say this makes a ton. I'll show you what I've got. This enormous pan is the size of 2 of my hands. and it is still half full of chicken. And then obviously another tip from this, make sure you cook the sauce in a big pan, because I've had to transfer the sauce into this one in order to toss the chicken in it, which I didn't think about when I first made it, so it's just an extra bloody dish now. But there's tons left. I could have halved the recipe easily, but someone's gonna eat it, probably me. And yes, there's no vegetables, but it's a takeaway, or fakeaway I should say. I don't want vegetables in my fakeaway, so I'm going to enjoy this, and I'll see you guys again. Sorry guys, just to jump back in, I forgot to say the recipe was from tasty.com, so I'll link it below as per the usual. Bye.